Hi guys, welcome back to another vlog. So this video has been requested for the longest, and I'm going to show y'all how I search for jobs on LinkedIn. It's a lengthy process sometimes because there's not always jobs posted, so you just got to keep going and searching. I search morning, noon, night, late nights. Also, I want to say you don't have to be only a medical assistant to get these work from home jobs. They will train you, so it doesn't matter if you are a medical assistant, a medical record specialist, a person who doesn't have nothing but clerical medical experience. You still can search for these jobs, but just in the job description, it'll tell you if you need to have some type of certification. So yes, but the first thing I do is I go to search and I type medical records specialist. Okay, that's the first thing I type, and then I search. When I search, the next thing that I do is I slide over to remote, and then I click remote and show result. And that's how I only get the remote job. So I would go here and I would just start looking for remote jobs. This one here is a HIM clinical data analyst. The reason why I wouldn't choose this one is because it says data analyst, and that's more so on the data analyst side. But if you are a data analyst, you can choose this one. I wouldn't choose this one because it says coding. Now the next one, this says remote release of information specialist. That's also a medical record specialist. So I would click this, and then I would just go and scroll up to see if it fits the criteria that I'm looking for. Most of the time I search for jobs that show me the pay, so I don't have to go looking for that. But if I'm just in need of a job, I don't worry about the pay until I get into the interview. But I go down to the summary of the position just to see what it's about. The next thing I look at is the minimal qualifications. So this one here, you just need a high school diploma, some college preferred. So that doesn't mean that you need to have any type of college experience. Medical record experience, you can have that experience, but most of the time they will train you. Experience completing clerical or office work. Most of the time, don't think too deep into it. It says experience completing clerical or office work. If you have sat to your desk at home, makeshift desk, and you have shuffled some papers, organized some things in your life, got on your computer and researched some stuff, then you have some experience completing clerical or office work. Experience using general office equipment including desktop computer. You have a computer, so you know how to use a computer. Scanner. Most of the time the scanner is electronic, and they're going to teach you how to use a scanner. Microsoft Office Suite. If you have used Microsoft Word, it doesn't matter if you have not used anything else. Most of the time when they ask you if you have used Microsoft Office Suite, you'll just be using the email system Microsoft 365, and that'll be the email that the company use. Experience in a healthcare setting preferred. That can be in a facility, but if you have taken care of your aunt, your uncle, your child, your niece, and they have been sick, you have some healthcare experience. If you have taken care of yourself, you have healthcare experience. Sometimes you got to know how to word things to fit what you're looking for, if you know what I mean. Knowledge of HIPAA and state regulations related to the release of protected health information preferred. The only thing they're talking about there is if somebody you know, or even if it's somebody you don't know and they're being treated, don't go outside the office talking about their business in a public setting and the world hear what you're talking about. HIPAA is keeping people's health information private. You shouldn't be at your lunch break table in the cafeteria talking about Miss Jean came in and she had a rash on her knee. Like, you shouldn't be talking about that. So HIPAA experience is just keeping the health information private, because if you do talk about it and the patient, it gets back to the patient, then you and your company can be sued. It's just basically keeping your mouth shut about other people's business. Must be able to work independently. So that means, of course, what it says. Just how you see me working every day. I work by myself. Nobody has to make me work or see what I'm doing or make me do the work that I'm doing. So that's just self-explanatory. Must be detail oriented. So that just plain and simple, doing the work that they're giving you to do and making sure that you're doing it the way that you're supposed to. So with the qualifications, don't look too deep into the qualification, because everybody got experience in the things that people are asking for. It just may not be in a facility, but home and everyday life, you have done some things. You have worked on a computer clocking in at Burger King. With the skills, you can go in and look at your skills, and the skills that the jobs be asking for, they be right here. So it'll only give you so many skills to add. So if your skills doesn't match with the company's skill, you can just add them right over here. Here you just hit confidentiality, and then you can see what jobs that you had those skills with. So if I wanted to add this skill when I was working with psyops, I can just add it there, and it added that skill. Your skill has been added. If you want to add more skills, you can. So I'm just going to say no thanks. And we're just going to go back. So when it comes to applying to jobs like this, I apply when it has apply down here. But sometimes it has the easy apply icon. I'll show you that in another job that we find. But you just simply hit apply. And it may take you over to the company's website. And then you just fill out the application as you should. You also can hit easy apply up here at the top. Easy apply would be at the bottom right. You see easy apply with the LinkedIn icon. And this is a job that I would choose because, see, it's a patient access specialist. It's remote. It's $20 an hour. If that was the pay that I was looking for and that fits my budget. When I tell y'all about I only choose the pay for the job that fits my budget. If I know that it takes, just say I can live off $15 an hour, I would choose this job because it's $20 an hour. If $15 an hour would take care of my bills and make sure that I'm okay, $20 would be that I could take care of my bills, make sure that I'm okay, have some money saved to put to the side, and have a little fun money to do some things that I want to, whichever I choose to do. So I would choose this job and click it here, and I would scroll up. I already see that it tells me how much it pays. It's 3 weeks ago. Do not get discouraged when it says over 100 applicants. Don't let that discourage you, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If it's for you, then God gonna make your one application stand out. So I scroll up, and we're just gonna look at some of the details about the job. So look at the responsibilities. They are so easy. Like, the responsibilities, it's just so simple. See, and this one here, high school diploma or equivalent required, associate or bachelor degree preferred. Let me tell y'all another thing too. With these companies, they are not even so much as asking you for your high school diploma anymore. I remember I used to have to show proof that I graduated from high school. Nobody's asking for it. They just hiring and keeping it going. Like, nobody's asking, did you graduate from high school? I know it may be a bad thing, but nobody is asking. So please do not be sitting home saying, I didn't graduate from high school. Go fill out the job application. If it's for you, I'm telling you, God will allow a door to open that had a padlock on it, and you're going to get through it. So don't worry about that. So here, I just scroll up and I'll say, okay, hey, this is the job that I want to apply for. After I check the skills for the job, See, 7 skills found on your profile. If it's not, then like I said, go and add the skills that the company is looking for. And then for each company, you can remove and add the skills that you need to add. So say I want to apply for this job. I'm going to apply for it, but then I'm going to take my application away because I'd rather say this to one of y'all who would want to go fill out the application. The reason I like to use Easy Apply is because you don't have to go in and fill out a full description of your application. You only use your resume. So I just click Easy Apply and I would scroll up and there's my resume and I would submit. And see, just like that with Easy Apply, you're already just applied to the job and then you just move on to the next job. So we did medical records. The next thing I do is health information specialist. Okay, health information specialist. As you can see, it automatically prompts to on site, as you can see by the city and state that the job's in. So I'll scroll over and I'll hit remote and then go down. So with this, I'll just scroll through and see the job that I would choose. So like when you see here it says data vent, that is xoxo. And a lot of people get so discouraged. xoxo is a company that sometimes it's hard to get on with them and sometimes it's not. When it's hard, you just gotta keep submitting your application and eventually the computer is gonna kick it in. Their recruiting team, they have so many applications that they look through and sometimes it just be so hard to get in. But if you keep applying, this was the first medical records job that I had and I had to apply for a minute. And when I got the job in October, I didn't start till like December. Yeah, I didn't start till December and officially was done in January. The reason I did not choose that because it said must reside in Texas. So scroll up and see, there's one right here. I like this because it shows the pay. I don't want to be having to go look for the pay. And then when it shows the pay, you can easily take out you a pen and paper, start budgeting your household expenses and see if this is the job for you. And two, a lot of times jobs with a certain pay do be for you. It just, you got to stop living outside your means for a minute. So if that means you got to cut back so you can have the money to take care of the expenses, as long as you got your bills paid, grocery in your refrigerator. Sometimes it don't even have to be as much gas money, just gas to get from here and there because you work from home. So you're not going outside. I know you have to take the kids to school, but if you're a parent that takes them to school, now you can be that parent that goes outside and meet them at the bus stop or take them to the bus and get them off the bus when they come home. One of my co-workers who worked with me at xoxo, it was an understanding at 2:15 that she left every day to go outside and meet her daughter at the bus stop. And the job was perfectly fine with it because she did her work and it was okay with it. So we knew that at 2:15 she was going to be messaging, I'm finna go meet my daughter. So it's okay. Don't worry about the pay so much. If that pay can fit your household expenses and still allow you to have just a little bit of here and there money, then do that. So we're going to go inside this job here. And as you can see, look, xoxo is 1,001 to 5,000 employees. This is a great company to work for. They do the metric system, which means that they're going to calculate how much you work. So you got to get to a certain number a day. With xoxo also, you're gonna have some phone jobs. You're gonna have just some medical records job. Most of the times when it says health information specialist, you're not talking on the phone at all. If it has customer service with data vent, then you are going to be talking on the phone. You may have to reach out to the physician. So don't let that discourage you because you won't have people incoming calling you. You'll just be reaching out to the physician. And also, another thing before I go down, With psyops, I love that once you are there with them for 6 months, you can transfer departments. So get in there, get the job, and then transfer departments. Like a lot of people, they say they don't like to talk on the phones and stuff like that. Get into your department and see. Because some of y'all have been with your company 20, 30 years. See what department you can transfer into. It's probably another filing or non-phone department that you can transfer into. But yes, with psyops, they have so many options for you to transfer into. They have medical coding. They have technology. They will train you for the positions that you're transferring into. And if they don't have one at the moment, just keep checking. And also with psyops, you don't have to transfer into another department by going in and internally filling out an application. You can just go to your supervisor and say, hey, I'm looking to transfer to another department. Do you know of any other departments that are hiring? And they will go and ask all the other higher-ups, are they looking for somebody in their department? And then once you leave the current department that you're in, it's somebody that wants to be in your department. So they'll just transfer them into your spot. The description for this job. See, receive and process requests for patient health information in accordance with company and facility policies and procedure. Maintain confidentiality and security with all privileged information. Maintain working knowledge of company and facility software. Adhere to companies and customers' facility code of conduct and policies. And then you can just read all the rest of them. With the responsibilities, it doesn't matter with that event. They will train you for everything that you don't know. Training be 2 to 4 weeks. And I highly recommend this be the first work from home job that you get, because when I first got this job, oh my goodness, it was a breath of fresh air. It was the first work from home job I had. It was so easy, and it just taught me everything I needed to know when it came to working from home for when I went to look for another job. Like, once you leave psyops, you will have everything that you need to know working from home, because they teach you everything. How to enter records into the system, how to check for errors in the record, how to fix errors if they're loaded into the system, how to fax out records, how to scan in records, how to email records. Like, they teach you everything. How to send records out for them to be mailed on the on-site team, how to reach out to the patients, how to reach out to the doctor's office. psyops teach you every single thing. So I would honestly say that if you have not had a work from home job, or if the pay is good for you, I would go to that event first, because they're going to teach you everything you need to know. So when you go inside psyops system to apply for the health information specialist role, you can choose the role of health information specialist 1 or health information specialist 2. Also look in the bottom and make sure it says US remote. US remote means that any location that you can work remotely, because some of them say US Texas, US Atlanta, like that. And if it says that, then they only want applicants in that area. But remote would be all over the United States. So if you live in Texas and it had US Texas, of course you would be able to choose that position as well, but it'll be remote. So they posted this position 4 days ago. So just scroll up and answer the questions, and then you would hit submit, and then see, your application was submitted successfully. And if you want to go and look at the other jobs that they have, let's go to dashboard. See? And then you go to view current job opportunities, and you would just scroll through and see the ones that you would want. Like those says on site, but you can go until you find remote positions. Like chart retrieval specialist, you would be on the phone with this position because you would be retrieving charts from the doctor's offices. So you're not talking to patients, you'll just be retrieving charts. So you can apply for that as well. If you have always been a supervisor, manager, have a leadership role, and it doesn't have to be in the healthcare field, and you can show the experience like that you've done that, then you can apply for the supervisor position. They really do treat their coders nice as well, and $30 to $40 an hour is not bad at all. Like, you can really do something with that amount of money, not living outside of your means, and see minimum 2-year medical production coding experience. This is the last place that I wanted to show y'all. When it comes to me fixing up my resume, I love using this company here. It's called Onet, and it will take the simplest thing that you have done in life and put it in a form that is so professional. So I just go inside Onet, and this is how it looks. And over there in the right corner where you see electrician, just say you are a medical assistant. Not even a medical assistant. Let's see. You're a babysitter. Okay? Child care worker. Nanny. You just said I'm a babysitter. That's the title that you would put. If you just would have put, I watched the kids, I fed them, I put them to bed, I taught them their ABCs, 1, 2, 3s. Look how it makes it look for you. And that's just the first 5. With resumes, I think it's 5 to 10 descriptions they would like for you to have. So you would just choose between these. And look how just professional that makes it look. Let's see. Data entry. Okay. You would choose the one that fits mostly to what you have done. And that's it. And if this is everything that you wanted to choose for your job description, I just hold down and I highlight everything, and then I copy it, and then I'll go over and I'll put it into Word on my resume and fix it like that. Or I will go over to LinkedIn, because I make my resume on LinkedIn and place the job there. So yes, medical assistant. If you want to spruce up your resume for medical assistant, so here, that can be the description. And I have used this with all of my MA jobs. And another thing too, when you are looking for a job and you find a job in a company that you would love to work for, go in and take some of the descriptions that they are asking for and you put them into your resume. Like, delete one of the descriptions and then put the description that they're asking for. Not all of them, just probably like 1 or 2, because most applications go through a computer system, and if that computer system picks up anything that matches what the company is looking for, then it's going to pick up your resume. Anytime I apply for a job, I go in and I take a little bit of what they're asking for, even if I have to reword it but keep some of their keywords in there, then I would choose what they're asking for so the computer system can pick up the keywords that the company is looking for. So this is how I do my resume. And I do look for jobs on Indeed, but most of the time Indeed is like scamming, so I just stay on LinkedIn. So this is how I look for the jobs that I'm looking for. As I mentioned before, I only choose jobs that fits the pay that I'm looking for and the description match something that I would love to do. So this is what I do. Also, I just want to add just a little end bracket to this. This will be the video that I will relate everybody to when they ask me about my job. How do I search them? And what do I do when it comes to looking for me a job? Because I want everybody to know, and for the new ones that are here, this channel is not a 100% work from home channel. Reason why I named it the Introvert Homebody instead of the Work from Home Introvert Homebody, or anything that just sets my channel to one thing. My channel is not a niche channel. I created this channel because of me going through those depressing days that I went through, and I just wanted an outlet for me to be myself, meet a community, and have a family that I can talk to, share anything with, and just get to be myself. I had a channel before this, and it was a lash channel, and all people wanted to see was lashes, and it kind of made me discouraged because I wanted to show things I did outside of doing lashes, and they just wasn't having that. So this is not my first channel. I had a bigger channel than this, and I deleted that whole channel because it just wasn't, it made me more depressed than anything. And I'm slowly seeing that this channel is starting to do that. People will say, are you going to make this video, or are you going to do that, or are you going to talk about this? And if I don't talk about it, it seems like it makes them upset. And if this is a channel that you're looking for that's only a work from home channel, then I'm okay if this is not the channel for you, because I'm not gonna only make work from home videos. I am gonna give y'all work from home videos once out the week or twice out the week, but I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page when it comes to this channel. This is a community that I just want to share things with, meet wonderful women, and we talk about everything under the sun. If it's not the video that you love at the moment, just know I'll make a video for what you want to see in that titled video. So if I didn't answer anything, then we will talk about it down in the comments, and I'll answer all of y'all's questions. I'm here to help in any way that I can, so just comment below any questions that you have, and I will be sure to answer them. So I pray y'all have a good day, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.